All right, we're back. This is part 2 of our build for the Rhode Island Home Show. In part 1, you saw us build a custom coffee table that we actually given away at the show. And if you signed up on our website for the giveaway, we want to thank you very much. We're also building a pine bar for the House of Brews. And in part 1, you kind of saw us at the sawmill cutting up the log and then bringing it into the shop to get kiln dried. So we got a lot ahead of us in only a few days. Can we make it happen?
So it's been 3 days since we last checked the pine bar that we have in the kiln. Honestly, it was still soaking wet, but we really don't have any time. So it's gonna be all or nothing at this point. But now is go time. Like, we gotta get this done, we gotta get it moving. So it might have some moisture in there, but we're hoping for the best. So let's go check it out. So it's been about 2 weeks inside the kiln and we are still wet. So, I mean, it's going down, but these things are 4 inches thick, so it's gonna take a while. And we don't have time, actually. We're screwed. I think we're screwed. I don't think it's gonna get to 7%.
3 days later.
In the center, we got a couple of spots, but at this point, we were so late in the game. 12%, it's not the end of the world. So we're just gonna take this down, we're gonna flatten it, and make it happen, dude. Let's do this shit. Huh? This is a part of the job that's a complete shit show, to be honest with you. So we got a 12-foot slab miser here and a 16-foot bar, so we're gonna try to figure out a way to flatten the whole thing perfectly. Which is definitely some MacGyver shit going on right now over there. So the concept for this bar was to place the bar with logos on top of wine barrels or whiskey barrels. But unfortunately, they're running into issues getting these barrels. So we're actually going to just move forward, build our own base. That way we can just get this done because we only have 7 days left. All right, Rich, so what are we working on right now?
Just trying to get the 4 legs even on the...
This is the beam, right?
This is the beam that's going to go down on the bottom.
Yep.
Going to go into the other one.
Yep.
Just trying to get them spaced.
So we're going to make this so it's removable, right?
That's going to come out.
Yep.
And everything's going to be removable, so when you move it, you're not moving a 12-foot table. 12-foot legs.
Yeah, it's definitely going to help, so.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving along.
Yeah, it'll come. Sooner or later, we'll look at it.
That's it.
All right, so this is ready to get engraved in the center. The only problem is this is, 14 feet long, and our CNC bed is only 10 feet long. So we're gonna have to do some playing around with it, but I think we can make it happen. All right, so we CNC'd the logos out, but as you can see here, we got pretty long cracks that run through. So we're trying to fill, well, right now what I'm doing is I'm taking as close as the color we can get to the wood and filling in those before we fill this with epoxy, because we don't want, we're gonna put blue here. We don't want blue kind of running through the cracks because then it'll throw the whole design off. So getting through that, we're also kind of sanding, cleaning up the edges, and then we're ready to pour.
All right, so Sean and I are working late. We're to the point now where this bar, honestly, I'm very happy with what got accomplished today. The guys worked their tail off, and now we're to the point where we're gonna put the resin inside the bar. Tomorrow we're gonna sand it off, apply a finish, and hopefully we just make it in time.
the next day.
All right, so good news is we made the deadline. Tomorrow's the home show. The entire team came together. We all worked hard on this. Hey, Rick, thank you very much for you doing it. And Sean's behind the camera right there. Sean killed it on the CNC, did an amazing job. To have it look like a piece of art, honestly, like, you know, we've got quite the crew here to pull this stuff together. So we'll see you at the home show. All right, so here we are. It's loading day, Rhode Island Home Show. And thank God we have our boys from Liberty Fence representing. So obviously we had to cover up all the furniture. Can't get wet. If it gets wet, it'll get twisted and start warping and maybe cracking and all that. We took the time to kiln dry everything, but here we are. We actually had to wrap everything up because I don't have an enclosed trailer at the moment. So we're on our way to Providence. Let's see what happens. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. This is the last day of the home show, and this bar has been used. Everybody loved it. We want to thank everybody at the Rhode Island Home Show, at the House of Brews, for letting us do this, and we appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you next time.